What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Monday, May 22nd, 2023. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Appreciate you all so much. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Happy Gemini season. And let's take a look at this horoscope for this moon day. Well, we're going to have a moon day with a moon dignified in Cancer. So I think a lot of focus is going to be on our feelings, our emotions, of course, our personal lives, family, the people that we care about the most in our personal lives, even with Venus there, and the value of the relationships that are close to us emotionally is very important because it's, North Node Jupiter coming up for their conjunction. So it's remembering like the connection between our values and the people that we love and care about and are in our life is, I think, quite important. And the moon's going to sextile Jupiter, the North Node, Mercury, lots of sextiles from that moon in Cancer today, and also a trine to Saturn. So we start off Gemini season and we start to get curious and have conversations. I think a lot of the conversations are brought up around the people that we care about, the things that we care about, the things that we value, how we're feeling. There's like a lot of importance to everything that we're feeling, especially too with Venus starting to square Chiron. We got to be pretty like vulnerable right now. I don't think we want to clam up and like suppress things. Like if you love something or someone, share with them that you love them. Share, with yourself that you love something right now, that you care about something. Like it just don't we don't need to hide those feelings either, or be too scared to show them, or identify with feelings that make again, like pleasures in life with people that we're emotionally connected to. So could also be one of those things where yeah, there's issues coming up with our relationships, issues coming up with the things that we care about, and maybe it's showing a new identification of the relationship at the same time. So there could be some relationship wounds here with these next couple days with the Venus Chiron square. I do believe it's trying to show us how to be more defined in ourselves, but also to be caring of other people and realize that we don't want to do everything alone either. We want to be able to uplift and nurture other people in our lives because, of course, we're uplifting and nurturing ourselves. So today's a great opportunity, I think, just to feel really good, to express yourself, to amplify the things in life that you you love, that make you feel good, that make you feel like life gives value, that your life is of value. Very important. And it's all very like central. It's like based around everything that's close to you. Gemini's your community. It's close by. It's like what's in arm's reach, if you will. The moon in Cancer, that's literally your personal life. So I think, we're just starting to see maybe more on this Monday, like what really makes us feel good and what doesn't. And I think it's good to express either way, whether things don't make you feel good or you don't feel comfortable. Those are important talks to have. Um, just being like vulnerable with emotion. It's almost like you can feel like a duty even with the connection to Saturn, but it's like a good one. It's positive because we're putting effort into the things we care about. So effort in what we care about, I think, is highly important today. And Mars square Jupiter is a big one as it's coming off the opposition to Pluto. And as Jupiter is even separating from that square to Pluto that we talked about all last week, pretty much, right? So the Mars square Jupiter is going to be very intense today. Kind of the big, aspect that we have going on. I think we're learning to move forward with what makes us happy, to find like steady sort of balance and routine almost, but like a steady approach to our visions, our dreams, our goals, believing in ourselves, but not, being pompous about our beliefs in some way, because with Venus square Chiron and Mars square Jupiter, there's almost like a wound that people could have of almost feeling like what they believe in or the way they want to go is so at odds with other people with Pluto and Aquarius. So it is interesting to see. You might see like lines drawn in the sand in some way because maybe everybody's kind of having to take that next step because they're curious about what things can be or how things can be. Maybe information showing up, different feelings are surfacing. It's kind of sensitive in that aspect. It's very sensitive in that aspect. But there's like a responsible way to go about everything, so we don't have to like blow things up just to blow things up. I mean, that's kind of the place we're at too, especially with just the big or the big fixed cross, the grand cross we have with the nodes Pluto and Mars. So we're really, I think, getting more emotionally connected to our desires. Hopefully, we're channeling that towards the positive, beautiful, solid, whether it's relationships, home life, personal life, self-worth, confidence, being able to create and express yourself. It's all very potent right now. And we like kind of have to go into a deeper place to understand what we really want, how to know when to take the risk for something, how to know when the risk doesn't make sense, or if it's not, taking maybe other people's desires into account too. Because if we're trying to, also relate with people, you have to, there has to be a balance, right? Some negotiation, some sort of diplomacy. So anything that you want, it's important to have conversations. We have to be able to go back and forth. We have to be able to debate things. I don't think we want to overpower any situations or flex ego too hard. It's good to know what you want. It's good to have your vision of what that can be. I think we want to try and make it work with the people that are close to us. That, and put the effort in there and put the effort in for ourselves, even if it's just ourselves right now in life. We want to put effort into those things, but we have to take into account that there is just other energy in our lives that we have to learn how to navigate with also. So we have to do, it is like a fine line kind of thing here with like doing your thing, knowing your vision, knowing your way, but how can we navigate it and kind of go in the same route with people that we love, and still create collectively with the people in our lives. And then there's going to be times where it's just going to feel like, no, it's not going to work out. But I think that's a big test today, is if people are trying to go a different way in life, maybe for difference of values or a difference of people's, some people feel comfortable in this situation, others don't. How can we emotionally try to at least understand what other people are going through? Whether we have to go on that or not, that's not the case. That's like the choice I guess we could all make, is knowing our own comforts and what we want out of life and continuing on that path, but trying, I think, our best to see the other point of view. It's Gemini season. That's always, a good way to look at Gemini is we got to be curious and see other sides of things. You can't be hermetic if you cannot at least try to understand the other side a little bit, to take in that information, to see where the truth lies. So I think that, energy is high, intensity is high, and it's trying to, of course, be pushing us and initiating some form of action on our journey for more quality of life. And, I think trying to merge that with people and tight relationships and how we can kind of nurture ourselves, but at that same time being, uplifting and supporting of other people is pretty important in my opinion as well. So we don't want to lose track of that or sight of that. Even the sun and Pluto in trine, like there's a strong magnetic, energy with people right now. I think that you can see how powerful we can be when we can kind of have talks and come to some sense of understanding, and where that can direct certain just journeys, certain, little streams on our journey, and how important that is. So I think, that just having talks right now can be extremely empowering for just the connection with people in our lives. And also Venus is getting ready to sextile Uranus, which I think brings, a nice quality as well. Like, again, like the connection with people and like getting values on the same page for an ideal that could, be more supportive of whether it's personal endeavors or relationship endeavors, it can go a long way. And of course, the Sun and Mars are in their sextile too. So yeah, there's just energy. I feel like this Monday is definitely going to feel energetic. It's just using that energy in a more, not a more, but just in a mature way, and not in like a pompous, overpowering way, because there is that essence where maybe energy could want to overpower other energy for its own comfort in life. And I guess we got to know how to defend ourselves from that, as well as to like try to catch ourselves if we're the ones trying to overpower situations too for our own, just personal benefit, but not taking any account at all for another's. So at least try and like understand things, conversate, express your emotions, but try and feel good. This is definitely like exciting energy for like what can feel good, coming to understandings, communication, talking. Very positive for all that. So hope you all have a great Monday. It's actually a pretty good way to kick off the week. A lot of strong energy. We're also 2 months away from a Venus retrograde, July 22nd. In Leo. So it's possible that some of these moves with relationships that could be coming up now with Venus square Chiron and trine Uranus, or sextile Uranus, I'm sorry, is a pretty, interesting little setup for what's coming 2 months from now. And as Mars in Leo is going to cover that space before Venus gets there. All right, what do we got? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I think expression of value is a big key thing to understand today, and knowing how to talk about what you want, see what other people want, be curious, be receptive, have that youthful energy. Like maybe we don't know it all. I feel like we can want to pretend in any way that we know it all, but if we don't conversate or have any talk, we definitely don't know what someone else's value is, or what somebody else maybe wants to go off on some quest for in their life. So we don't want to assume anything either. Like I think any way we can either express and come to the understanding ourselves of what we want, or how to communicate and express that with others, is going to be winning energy today. And Ace of Cups. Outstanding. Emotion, right? Starting to express emotion more. I think realizing that if we express ourselves and our feelings, it can make beliefs come true. If we believe and we feel and we know sort of a direction, or we're curious, or we're just kind of sharing information, it could be a lot on getting the new journey started on what can feel even better, or more comfortable, or more in alignment for all of us. And we got the Three of Wands in reverse as well. I feel like that's just like be cautious of like energy that's just like maybe trying to turn its back. Maybe we have to kind of narrow things down too. Like maybe we don't have to look out so far. Maybe it's more about really the stuff that's right in front of our face in our lives, our personal lives, personal connections, relationships. And not so much like maybe outside energy, but like what really matters is actually what's important, and where expression of emotion can be such a powerful tool towards uniting values and seeing where, journeys can come together, or where maybe they do have to go different ways for different people, different strokes for different folks, But that's what I got. So hope you all have a great Monday. Love and appreciate you all very much. It is the first day of the study group, so super excited for that. I think it's at 4. I don't have it right in front of me, but trust me, wherever it says on the website, I'll be there, and I hope you all will too. Much love, everybody. See you later. Peace.